Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into how AI is completely rewriting the rules of the professional world. We're going to talk about what that means for your career playbook as we look towards 2026. Okay, let's just jump right in with a number that's, well, it's pretty startling. A recent report shows that a massive 85% of communication jobs now require you to know your way around AI. And we're not just talking about techie stuff. This is everything from using AI tools to help write content, all the way to understanding data. The thing is, this isn't some far-off trend. It's the new standard right now. So all of this is causing a huge shock to the system, right? You could call it a great reshuffle for pretty much everyone in the professional world. The ground is literally shifting under our feet, and figuring out why is the first step to staying upright. And of course, this kind of massive change leads to that one big question we're all kind of asking ourselves, isn't it? Is my job at risk? And look, that's a totally valid thing to worry about. So let's get past the scary headlines and see what the data actually tells us. Okay, so the research is pretty clear. Jobs with a lot of structured, repeatable tasks are the ones most likely to be automated. Think about stuff like writing those standard weekly newsletters, or pulling together the same old performance reports every month, or even just answering the same customer questions over and over. AI is just really, really good at that kind of formulaic work. But here's the thing. This isn't happening everywhere at the same speed. Some industries are hitting the accelerator way harder than others. We're seeing tech, healthcare, and finance really leading the pack. They're using AI for, well, pretty much everything, from how they talk to clients to just managing massive amounts of information. But here's a twist that I find really interesting. For all the talk about AI taking jobs, it turns out it's not the main villain behind the current hiring slowdown. Not at all. Data from LinkedIn actually shows the bigger culprits are things like general economic uncertainty. The big picture money stuff. So yeah, AI is changing jobs for sure, but it's not the primary reason hiring has been sluggish. Okay, so if AI is automating tasks but not wiping out jobs left and right, what's really going on here? Well, this gets us to a really key idea, what some are calling the uniquely human bottleneck. Basically, there are just some things that only we as humans can do. And a big study from Harvard Business School really nails this point. They found that technology by itself, it's no magic wand. In fact, what they discovered was pretty shocking. Without a skilled person in charge, AI can actually make things worse. Check this out. In the study, researchers gave this AI business advisor to a bunch of entrepreneurs. The results were just wow. The top performers, they used their own experience and judgment to pick out the right advice from the AI, the stuff that actually fit their situation. And guess what? Their performance soared. But the entrepreneurs who were already struggling, they tended to just blindly follow the AI's generic advice, and their businesses actually did worse. Their performance dropped by 8%. This just perfectly illustrates the whole point, doesn't it? A tool, even a super powerful AI tool, is only as good as the person using it. Without your brain, your judgment, your experience to guide it, it can be useless or even cause real problems. That human touch is everything. And that's because there's a whole list of things that AI just can't do. I mean, think about it. Can a machine truly handle a delicate conflict between two colleagues with empathy? Can it inspire a team with a strategic vision, navigate a full-blown crisis, understand cultural nuances? No way. Those things come from emotional intelligence, from lived experience. Okay, so we've established that your human skills are basically your superpower. The question is, how do you build your career playbook around that for this new AI era? What are the actual concrete things you can do to not just get by, but to really succeed? All right, it really comes down to a 3-step game plan. First, you've got to build your digital literacy. Become one of those high-performing entrepreneurs we talked about. Learn the tools so you can make them work for you. Second, double down on those human skills, empathy, critical thinking, all the stuff AI can't replicate. And third, and this is a big one, you have to become a lifelong learner. Things are going to keep changing, so being adaptable is absolutely key. And what's super exciting is that this whole new landscape is creating jobs that literally did not exist a few years ago. We're talking about these cool hybrid roles that mix tech skills with communication, with ethics, with strategy. This is where the really interesting opportunities are popping up. And hey, it's not just about interesting work, it pays off. The data is already showing that people in these hybrid roles, the ones who combine AI skills with communication skills, are earning 8 to 12% more than their peers. So learning this stuff, it definitely gets noticed.
All right, let's shift gears for a second and talk about leadership. Because if you're managing a team, this isn't just about learning a new piece of software. Leading in 2026 demands a totally new playbook. It's about rethinking how an organization even works.
The absolute bedrock of a modern team, one that can actually adapt and innovate, is something called psychological safety. It's a simple but powerful idea. You have to create a space where your team feels safe enough to take risks, to ask questions, to try new things, even to mess up and learn from it, all without fearing they'll be punished. That's where the magic happens. And you can't just slap AI onto an old bureaucratic system and expect miracles. That's a point the business thinker Gary Hamel makes really well. The real revolution isn't just about the tech itself. It's about using the tech to get rid of all that bureaucracy, to simplify things, and to empower your people to do their best work. So, for all the leaders out there, here's the bottom line. The winning playbook in the age of AI is all about making your organization more human, not less. It's about making continuous learning a core strategy, not just a perk. It's about doubling down on the fundamentals, like trust and clear priorities. Because at the end of the day, your culture is your ultimate advantage. So when you put it all together, it's pretty clear. The people who are going to win, the best professionals, the best leaders, are the ones who figure out how to weave together technology, talent, and those timeless human skills. The future isn't AI versus us, it's AI with us. The playbook is definitely being rewritten. So the only question left is, how are you going to write your chapter?